This is the Plaqueboymax situation is bad.
Why you want to be a diva? You need to hold it oil.
Hold on. This is way too loud. Okay, let's go again.
Why you want to be a diva? You need to hold it oil. You need to sit down in the holy oil. You need to go get a church bath and cleanse your body, right? I think you are confused.
You might think that because you're closed-minded, but it's one love, bro.
What's the next engagement? What's the next clip? Don't lose yourself, don't sell your soul, man.
OJ, if you...
The way she reads chat and gets disappointed is frying me. Yo, let me live. That's some futuristic James Harden. Okay.
Set it off camera. You could have pulled me aside. I'd love to talk to you off camera. Why you saying that camera?
When it comes to being a content creator, you'll be surprised at how many people hate you for just being yourself, and the overall positivity normally shuts down the negativity that's happening. Unfortunately, when it comes to it being your own community or even friends around you, that support tends to break and wear you down, and that seems like what's happening with Plaqueboymax in this OJ Suave situation, where Max has been getting a lot of hate on the internet recently for some tattoo choices, wig choices, and just the way that he's overall expressing himself recently. While we thought his community and other people around him would be able to have his back, somebody that he actually thought he was cool with came up to him and started berating him, talking about his parents might be ashamed, talking about his tattoos, and basically overall sending him a bunch of hate and negativity, and then not caring afterwards when it made him upset, to the point that he even ended his 24-hour stream he had going on for Shimmer University because of how much that actually hurts his feelings. But I don't want to yap too much, so why don't we start from the very beginning with who even are any of these people.
Look, I don't want to speak on it too much until we've actually like watched the clip, but I don't know how close these two are. Like, I don't know how well Max knows this guy, but it's like, if you're doing something controversial and people are attacking you, you got to be prepared for people to say things you don't like. And now, I know that might sound a bit harsh, and obviously I haven't seen the clip, but, you know, if you know what you're doing is, for some reason, stirring up conversation or making people look at you sideways or whatever, which, do I think him getting tattoos and piercings should have people, like, side-eyeing and judging him? No. It's not that deep at the end of the day. Like, if he wants to wear wigs and do whatever, let him do what he wants to do, man. It's got nothing to do with anybody else. But you can't be surprised or keep letting it get to you and keep crashing out on camera every time somebody says something.
People, and how do we get here in the first place?
I'm gonna ask you this again because I asked you yesterday. Would you ever get my name tatted?
First of all, that was less than 8 hours ago.
Still yesterday.
Second of all, the answer is still no.
Okay, I'll ask tomorrow then.
For anyone that's unaware, that right there is Plaqueboymax, a very well-known streamer who has been dipping his toes into rapping and creating all sorts of content. And most recently, last month, he was getting hated on a lot for a couple of design choices he decided to make, like putting on a wig, getting a new tattoo, getting some new piercings, and a lot of people
Again, I just want to reiterate, if Max wants to go out and get tattoos and get piercings and wear wigs and wear things that people might think is a bit strange or unique, it's not that deep. I don't think people should be reacting the way they are, but unfortunately, because he's a popular creator, you know, people are going to crash out, people are going to say this and that, so it's something you just got to be prepared for. But let's keep watching.
Had him under a very heavy microscope, making all sorts of comments on him left and right, because he decided to experiment not only with himself, technically, by getting literal tattoos and piercings, but also just with his overall style.
Structurally, it's not so small.
What the...
Do it look cool?
Pretty gnarly.
For anyone that don't know, I got nose piercing, right? I got a nose ring yesterday. And then I woke up, I'm like, I don't want this motherfucker no more. Like, you feel me? So I took that out. This ain't diva though. Now chat, where did this tattoo rank amongst the tats? Now chat, we got some crazy talking about. Wait, what the Randy Curry? Alright, we gotta do it fast then. We gotta go fast. I feel like heroin
To piercings, to wigs, to trying out new tattoos, to getting out piercings, to getting dermals, Max has just been experimenting a lot with his overall style and the things that he can do to accessorize himself as a whole. Now, obviously, all of these things don't stay. That is a wig. He eventually took it off. Even one of his piercings that had a P, he took that out because he didn't like it as much. And most people obviously had a crazy reaction to this, specifically the diva tattoo.
Yo, low-key, the internet is so stupid. Because why are people, like, crashing out and having debates and having discussions and, like, communities are full on, like, fighting each other because somebody got a tattoo or because somebody got a piercing? Like, it's so stupid, man. It's not that deep.
Where people were making entire think pieces, calling him gay, calling him all types of things. Even people from his own comm started switching up on him, saying that Max had changed, calling him all types of weird names. And because of that, he had a small little crash out moment, but most recently he has been doing perfectly fine.
People need jobs. Yo, for real. Can we get involved? Can you shush, bro? Can you actually shush? For anyone who didn't see my last video, my take before was less so focused on, you know, the tattoos, the wigs, the piercings, whatever, and more so focused on his mental state, right? And the idea that, you know, if you're doing all of these decisions impulsively, you got to take a minute to breathe, because some of these things like tattoos are permanent, you know, and it's like, if you're fully tatted out at the age of like 22, I want to make this very clear. I like piercings and tattoos. I think they are insanely cool. I wouldn't personally get them myself, but I can appreciate them on other people, right? But it's something that I personally believe, you know, you should really heavily think about before you get, because it's permanent. Simple as.
With himself and still not really caring about what people say. And that's also partly due to the fact that he got into streamer university, where he's been going crazy, getting viral moments, clips left and right, and overall seemed like to be in a upbeat mood during a 24-hour stream the entire time, until yesterday, where he ended up ending the stream because of a crazy interaction he had with a fellow content creator that rubbed him the wrong way.
You're a diva. Why you wanna be a diva? Why you wanna be a diva? Man, you need holy oil, right? You need to sit down in the holy oil. You need to go get a church bath and cleanse your body.
Chat, did you guys see how his face just dropped? I'm assuming he's like drunk or like something because of like how he's acting, but look at the difference, right? Beginning of the interaction versus as soon as he starts like pressing him.
You're a diva. Why you wanna be a diva? Why you wanna be a diva? Man, you need holy oil, right? You need to sit down in the holy oil. You need to go get a church bath and cleanse your body. Right? I think you are confused.
Is this getting pressed? It's not getting pressed. Like, it's not getting pressed. But it's like, you can tell he's uncomfortable. Like, nobody goes from being like smiley and laughing and happy to this face, man. To staring off in the distance, low-key dissociating or zoning out. Like, I feel like it's obvious. Maybe I'm just reading the situation wrong. I don't know.
I think you need some guidance. I think your parents feel a little way about that. I think you're clip farming and you're getting your clips. You pushing the persona. You smart. You loyal. I know what you're doing. You know what you're doing. You've been at this. But you are not a diva. Diva's been...
Alcohol definitely doesn't help. Yeah, exactly. That's very true. Like, you know, when you drink and stuff, it just amplifies everything. It just amplifies how you're feeling and how you react and your thought process. Like, it just, yeah, I agree.
Over. I don't think you've been over. You're not the little boys in Clover. You're not Tota. You're not a diva. You are a...
First of all, why is this guy, like, rhyming? And second of all, why did Tota catch a stray? Why did Tota catch a stray? What the heck?
But you are not a diva. Divas bend over. I don't think you bend over. You're not the little boys in Clover. You're not Tota. You're not a diva. You are a grown man. Plaqueboymax. Not Plaqueboy not Plaqueboy ass. Are you gonna tell your son that you are a diva?
Yo, but is this it's a bit OD, man. Like, and in front of the camera too. Like, I don't know. I feel like personally, if he really cared, he really had like any sense of care for Max, he would not say it on camera. He would not say it where like hundreds of people are gonna clip that. It's gonna be all over Twitter. Like, it's obvious, especially when you're a creator, especially when you're in that streaming circle. You know how things get clipped. You know how communities will like clash heads over stuff like this. Like, there's no way he genuinely cares when he's pressing him, mocking him in front of all these cameras at Streamer U. Like, there's no way.
What's Steve? Hey, get the fuck out of here. That is an abomination, Max.
Don't get it messed up. A lot of people, while Plaqueboymax was at SU, was bringing up the diva stuff, was bringing up the comments, the wigs, all that, but none of them, went this hard and were actually serious about it. They were all clip forming. I want you to know, I cut this clip off a little bit short, because I'm gonna play the rest of it later, but he continues on going with no interruptions from Plaqueboymax, no one saying anything, just continuously degrading and talking bad about this man. And if you go back...
Yeah, man. It's obvious. It's obvious this guy doesn't have, like, genuine intentions behind what he's saying. And it's like, it's not necessarily about how you feel towards how he dresses or how he acts or what he wears or whatever. It's more so like, why are you basically mocking him?
To the very beginning of that clip, you can see how happy Max was to walk up and talk to him. He probably hasn't talked to OJ, which is the name of that creator who's talking right now, in a long while, because he is not even on social media right now. And he just came out of nowhere talking bad about this man, disrespecting him for no real reason. And I truly don't understand how someone can sit here and talk with this much certainty in their voice, calling someone a demon, calling someone an abomination, and then bringing up their parents, talking about you need to have a conversation with them, all over a tattoo in a couple of design choices. I would sit here and say, even if he is being genuine, this is a conversation you can have off camera because of how crazy he's going, but it also makes me feel like he is just clip forming, because there is no reason to go this hard if you're truly being genuine.
I am not proud of you. I am proud of everything else you did. Nominations, changing the game, changing your skin to Bati, Diva. Diva start with D, Diddy. What else? You know, it's like this, Max.
Look, I'm not even trying to glaze or anything, but Max genuinely looks upset here. Like, and if you genuinely cared about him, you would have enough of a social understanding to see somebody's face like that and know they're not happy, man. Like, I don't know. It's like having that one person who thinks they're your friend after a week and takes it too far. Kind of, yeah, but it's like I said, I don't know their relationship. I don't know. But this face alone is very obvious that he's not comfortable or he's not happy.
And you know, I could speak like this because after the clips go up and they don't like me, I don't use social media no more, so I can be a for life. When you keep pushing that barrier, Max, when you keep pushing that barrier and time passes, what happens? What next? What's the next engagement? What's the next clip? Don't lose yourself, don't sell your
He fully looks like he's about to cry, man. Holy.
soul, Max. They want your soul because you changed the game. Don't sell your soul. You know I have a soul. You know I.
And it's like, again, not to seem like I'm glazing, but it's like, as a content creator, every content creator has a general understanding that, like, everything this guy is saying, Max has probably read it online. He's probably seen it on Twitter. He's probably seen it on TikTok. He's probably seen a YouTube commentary video about it. Like, when you're seeing the internet talking like that, you don't need people next to you saying the same thing. And if they are going to say the same thing, you got to say it in a way where it's not going to just completely break them down and tear them apart. Because that's what this guy is doing right now. Like, this guy fully looks like he's about to cry, man.
Don't hold my tongue. You know, you the first person that ever subbed me up as a big streamer in my chat. You ain't mention it. You don't know how much I appreciate you, but you bigger than that, nigga. Don't forget niggas like you for your personality, nigga. Is you crazy? You don't need to put on no persona, nigga. You broke through with music. Is you crazy? So niggas suck my niggas don't like you. It's like the character, but your main niggas like you. Don't let niggas rage bait you on your own stream.
Someone can't read the room. I mean, how long? This guy's been doing this for like 2-3 minutes now, just going in. I'm surprised like someone hasn't said something, to be honest. Even someone in the back or something.
You crazy nigga, you him nigga. You not no diva nigga. What the fuck? Oh, not try that. That's not true. You playing the character too much. Fuck out of here. You not no diva nigga. What the fuck?
And it's like, I don't know if this guy is like online or not, but anybody who is online will probably have seen how Max was crashing out like a couple weeks ago on stream, like, you know, crying and stuff over stuff that people were saying online. So it's like, if you really cared about Max and you knew what was going on, would you be doing the exact same thing that he's already made a point about? Probably not.
Yeah, I'm a pop it because I'm not gonna get no comments today. Fuck you talking about? I'm gonna get my I went to SU, but I'm not no diva. Fly though, you got fire, I'll give you that. You have to die me on that. You got fire, I'll give you that. You fly. You're not no diva.
Talking about you're one of the first ever big streamers to sub to me, and then you're going to talk to this man like that, degrading him, going on an entire rant, uninterrupted by the way, by not only background people, but also not his own cameraman, not Max himself, until he decided to walk away. I truly don't understand why OJ felt like he needed to not only
I hope he apologized. I mean, we'll see. Let's keep watching.
say this in front of Max, but also say this on the camera and then exaggerate as much as he wanted to, because certain people who are trying to defend OJ are saying that no, he's being genuine. This is stuff Max needed to hear, which I don't.
Look, anyone who's saying he was being genuine, no, the hell he wasn't, bro. Because if he was being genuine, he would not mock him like that on camera in front of all these people who are gonna clip it. Like, he just wouldn't have. It's very obvious. It's very obvious. Like, let's be so for real.
Agree with, but even if he was being genuine and he really cared, he was a content creator. He understands how clips work to the point he even mentioned it in said clip, saying, oh yeah, once the clips go up, it don't matter because I'm not gonna see them anyway. So he understands the content game enough to know that this is gonna get clipped, pushed everywhere. So if it was a serious conversation, he should have took it as seriously and told him, hey, let's step away from the camera so I can really talk to you one-on-one. So I really want to tell you this information and how I feel without clips or without a camera being there. But that's not the case. He was going for clips. He was trying to degrade this man in front of his entire audience and even the rest of the internet because he knows that clips are going to go up. And when Max has a response that isn't going back and forth with him and is just trying to be genuine to his chat, people are starting to look at him crazy.
I don't really like chilling niggas. I want to just chill. I've been streaming this whole time, and I've been having a lot of fun. You know, people just really just accepting me for who I am, honestly, the whole time. So it's just felt like, damn, I felt like I enjoyed this shit again. You know, the reason I turned the camera back on is because I want to be real with y'all. Like, that's why I started doing shit in the first place, because streaming ability, I feel like, streaming, give me the ability to do that. That's why I love it in the first place. I felt like I've always been able to be me. And even if niggas who don't fuck with me, or like viewers and fans, like if they, how do I explain it, hate on me or don't fuck with me, that's cool. Because at the end of the day, it's like, I don't know them. But on my own platform, it's like, damn, bro, if you fucked with me and really felt that way, why would you say on the stream in front of
This is sad. I mean, yeah. There's not really much I can say with that. Like, that's the truth. That's pretty much what it is.
niggas? You don't care about it for real. You just don't know it go viral. Bitch, this is me, nigga. I'm Prince. This is me, nigga. Like, I don't give a fuck, bro. I might be a little weird, bro. I might test some shit. Niggas get whole word. They got gay. I don't give a fuck. What's wrong with being gay? There's nothing wrong with that shit, bro. Y'all niggas are whack. You're corny. And you just think how the next nigga think. You don't have your own mind, bro. That shit whack. But I'm gonna be myself, regardless. None of y'all niggas fucking with me. I don't care. You might think that shit.
Yo, I'm not gonna lie though. Did he call himself pretty? I don't know. I didn't hear that, but maybe. I'm not gonna lie though. He does have a point. Like, there are so many people who are so afraid to express themselves authentically. And it's like, that's exactly why. You know, that's a perfect example of why people are scared. Because you get people like that. And it's like, if everybody was just on this mutual understanding of like, yo, somebody's just trying to express themselves, then people would feel a lot more comfortable Sorry, chat. People would feel a lot more comfortable being themselves. I respect him, though. Yeah, I got respect for him for, you know, regardless of what people are saying, he's still being himself. He's still living his truth, you know?
Because you're closed-minded, but it's one love, bro. It's one love. It don't matter. Niggas gay, it don't matter. They straight. It don't matter, bro. Why don't we just love each other, bro? So, I don't care, bro. Fuck OJ. If you fuck with me, nigga, you said that shit off camera. You could have pulled me aside. I'd love to talk to you off camera. Why you saying that shit on camera?
I should have mentioned that Max is intoxicated during all of this. Y'all could probably pick that up from how he's acting, how some of the people are acting around him, but they were just at a Streamer U party. But even with that being said, the way that Max is reacting is very genuine. He is obviously upset, and even though this man's voice is fried to no end, he is still screaming and showing how passionately not only he loves himself, his community, but also how he understands why that was disrespectful, because it's showing that OJ doesn't actually care about him or respect him in any way. It's the point of going on his own stream to disrespect him, knowing that the clips are going to go viral, and then walking away, even saying in the midst of getting a clip, he doesn't care because he's not going to be on the internet anyway. Even though Max is, he still has to stream the next day, he still has to post content. So not only are people going to be bringing this up, but they're going to rehash old stuff that he thought was in the past now. He came to Streamer U, was feeling a lot of love, was getting accepted by a bunch of people, and now all of a sudden, all the hate he thought he left behind is coming right back. And thankfully, other people that are seeing this, like his roommate Wardrobe and Rakai, went up and confronted OJ because they felt like it was disrespectful.
OJ, come here.
Yo.
It ain't no yo. Come here. Second of all, I don't know why you trying to be funny or some talk shit about Max. Like, he didn't do nothing. Did he say something to you? You went up to him. Exactly.
Yeah.
So you bullied him first, right?
Oh,
so if
I
he say
bullied-
some shit about you first, then it's gonna be a problem though, right? I'm not done.
Is this a clip?
I'm not done.
Is this a clip?
No, because I can put the cameras down.
No.
I can put the cameras down.
No, but I want to have
No,
a
because I can put the cameras
When
down.
Max walked away from me.
He walked away from you because he felt uncomfortable.
There's no way this guy said Max walked away from me. You can't make somebody uncomfortable to the point where they leave because they feel so uncomfortable to then say, yo, I didn't know he was uncomfortable because he walked away. Like, that doesn't make sense. That doesn't add up, gang. 3 people who will only tell the truth. 1, a child. 2, a drunk man. 3, an angry man.
Comfortable with you, obviously.
Okay,
You
but
coming
I'm a
up there
person,
pressing
I'm a
him.
human being
Okay,
on
you're a
the
human
camera.
being bullying other human beings
You
over
perceive
somebody
it
that didn't
as
do nothing.
bullying.
He's going to the club. What the fuck do the club got to do with him doing this and that, doing this and that?
Perceive it as bullying.
No, it's not.
I
I'm there.
perceive it
No.
as-
Oh, what do you perceive?
Bro's saying he perceives it as bullying. So it's like, well, what would you label it as then? What are we labeling it as? Like, I'm not gonna lie. Let's just call it what it is. It is bullying.
Perceive it
know
as?
what's crazy?
No, what do you perceive
You
it
know what's
as?
crazy?
What
I'm
do you
trying to have
perceive
a
it as?
conversation
I'm in the
with-
middle of talking. You keep interrupting.
Bro came up to him, mocked him, attacked his character to the point where he walked away, and then is saying that he didn't do anything. Like, I don't know about that.
I'm actually, go ahead, talk.
I had a conversation with Max. Max walked away. If Max felt away, I'd been knew Max. Max was one of the first streamers I knew. I feel like as a person to a person, if you feel away about something, you enlighten me. You don't walk away. This
I'm
is
not.
my
I'm
opinion,
not listening
but
to
you
anything
don't
you're
care
saying.
about my opinion.
I really don't. I really don't give a fuck because you're still disrespecting somebody either way.
Bullying him.
You're literally. That's what you. That's literally what you did. All clips need to be confronted. I'm confronting you about what I just saw.
All clips.
All clips. Blah blah blah. Okay. Okay. Oh my God. Look at hot ass nuts too.
I'm gonna mail something to his address to let him know he violated my Maxi.
See, there's no way you're acting like that and it's not for the clip, man. Like, this guy has no remorse for what he did. He does not care, and I feel like it's just obvious. Like, let's just say what it is.
It feels like everybody around OJ is taking the situation seriously besides him. Yes, Wardrobe might have came off a little.
He's too grown to be acting like that. Nearly 40. Yo, you're telling me that's a 30-something-year-old man? Nah, Kai, you might have to start putting an age limit, gang, because this is why. Because apparently the older you get, the more immature you become. So we gotta have an age limit now.
Bit aggressive in some people's eyes, but honestly he did let him talk and was consistently getting interrupted and still let him go first to say something, and what he said came and amounted to completely nothing. You came on another person's platform to talk and disrespect them, knowing how the internet is going to take that, and at the end of the day, don't care. Because when you're confronted about it, asked to talk about it, this is the novelty supercut. He went on and said way more, calling their interaction a Black Mirror episode, saying that once he goes home, no one's gonna care. He doesn't take the situation seriously because he doesn't even see these people as actual people. He went back and forth with this man for a good minute, making jokes the entire conversation and saying if Max actually felt away, he would have said something, as if anybody who was in that same situation or anybody who was watching those clips can tell that Max is obviously uncomfortable.
First of all, number one, I'm not even gonna say that.
And get out your head.
You being human, girl.
Okay, so-
all
okay,
humans deserve respect.
okay,
You got them little ass
okay,
breasts on.
so-
You doing the most.
okay, so
okay, but I'm asking you a question and I'm
okay,
telling you to
but you're not trying to hear-
apologize or don't apologize.
Okay, you see what I'm talking
apologize
about?
or don't
But you're not being
apologize.
a person.
Apologize or don't apologize.
Oh my gosh.
Apologize or don't
This-
apologize.
We are in a Black Mirror
apologize or don't
episode.
apologize.
Yo, I wish
I just said put the cameras down. What?
Yo, what? Just blowing things out of proportion for no reason. Like, I'm sorry, but either you're sorry or you're not. And if you're not, just say you're not and move on.
What is confronting somebody a Black Mirror episode? What is
Oh my
confronting
God.
somebody a Black Mirror? I said put the cameras down.
But you don't even let me finish.
No, I'm not letting you finish because I don't give a fuck what you about to say because it's bullshit.
You don't
I just
agree-
said you can put the cameras down
my
and everybody can move out the way. I'm trying to have a conversation with you.
And the thing is, I can't tell if he's just being stubborn and doesn't want to apologize because he doesn't want to be seen as going back on what he said, or if he genuinely doesn't feel sorry at all. I don't know which one it is. I can't figure it out.
What does a Black Mirror episode have to do with motherfucking having a conversation about you disrespecting another motherfucking human being?
You came here to address a
Exactly.
Okay,
and I'm
but
asking you,
didn't come
okay,
here
address it.
to-
Okay, address
You're
it. Go.
cutting me off. This is
Address
like a
it.
Baddies
Address
episode.
it.
It's
Address
not
it.
real.
Address it.
When we go
Address
home,
it.
it's just-
Address it. Address
And
it.
you're not a person.
Address it.
You're not a
Go.
person.
Go. Address it.
Anybody who tells me OJ actually cared, he was dropping the real knowledge to Max, he really had to let him know, or lying. There is no way you can sit here and watch any engagement he has with anybody else after the situation happens and tell me he truly cared about Max. And he was really just trying to enlighten him and letting him know how he felt about the decisions he was making from his perspective. Because there are not only many ways he could have went about it differently to make sure that Max wouldn't be berated or that so this stuff wouldn't happen, but he truly doesn't care. Not only from the Max perspective, but even the people that are confronting them, calling them not human, saying it's a Black Mirror episode because they just want an explanation, and he truly doesn't want to give in or feed into any of it. Thankfully, it is just OJ on an island by himself, and it might be a couple of random chatters here and there trying to agree or defend him, but everybody else, even the people
I don't know, but in the last stream of you, he was like Codeine or something, acting the Sam? What? So it might just be his character? Probably, I don't know. I don't even know who this guy is. I've never seen him before, but...
on the Streamer U campus actually have a functional frontal lobe and not only feel bad for Max, but feel like OJ is having this weird altercation that didn't need to happen.
Bro, my nigga, bro, I gotta check up on Max, bro. You see that shit?
What?
Oh, y'all didn't see that shit?
You know they.
He started crying.
Why?
Cause like, somebody I also do know, I'm cool friends with him. OJ was like, he blacked on him for like you wearing wigs, you tattooing diva. He's like, he sold his soul. And Max is Max is so excited to see OJ. It was like, yo, you're fit hard. Bro, he went in on him, gang. Max got quiet. Max got hella sad. He been happy this entire time.
I ain't gonna lie, bro, you gotta let people do what they wanna do. What the fuck? You don't get nothing out of telling
is
nigga
the way-
what he could do or can't do.
I'm not gonna lie. What did you say?
He had a viral clip with T-Banks and Mari. Yeah, I haven't seen that clip, I'm not gonna lie.
Basically saying, give me a chance. Basically saying, sold his soul, Mr. Old Man. Basically, like, for like 2 minutes straight, just like, Max is quiet, and this guy's just like, what do you mean you a diva? You're not no diva, Max. Why you say you a diva? All this stuff. I'm like, you gotta represent, like, just like, going at it for like how many years. So, like, what's the next clip? He's like, what's the next clip? What's the next clip you gonna do? Like, what?
You lying? You call Max a demon? Yeah, it's a demon. It's a diva demon.
He said,
But I'm saying it in a Jamaican accent.
Yo, I'm sorry, but if you're saying somebody is a demon because they got piercings, tattoos, and sometimes wear a wig, we need to have a chat, man. We need to have a serious chat because, look, there are some people in this world who will have no tattoos, who will have no piercings, who won't wear wigs, who won't do any of this crazy stuff, and will be more demonic than that. Demon as in Satan himself. Like, that's what I'm saying, bro. It does not make sense. Like, it's not that deep, bro. You're just blowing it out of the water for no reason.
Diva
on him.
Yeah, Diva.
Wait, hold on, is he going demonic?
Because he's
Oh my gosh, you
Diva.
the clip, Rakan. You the clip, bro.
How's that a clip? You actually asked a
That's a
question.
question. Nah, but I did. But I'm joking like in a Jamaican manner.
But you
And
did
Max-
not, though.
Listen. That's fucked up, bro. That's fucked up, man.
Yeah.
Yo, you know you messed up when even Rakai is calling you out. Even Rakai, the spawn of chaos himself, Rakai, is drawing the line. You know it's raps. Like, holy.
This is not good neighbor shit, bro.
Anybody else who was hearing the situation be talked about and hearing what OJ said about Max for literally no reason has the exact same reaction. Why are you doing this? Why are you saying this? And you're overstepping the bound for no real reason. And a bunch of people who are all culminating together to try and talk to OJ to not only get him to apologize, but also understand why people are upset, are also pulling up the random excuse of, yo, Max is a grown adult. Why is he acting this mad? Why is he being this frustrated? And that drives me insane because I don't know at what point in time you're supposed to hit a magical age and all of a sudden become devoid of feelings. No amount of influence, no amount of age is going to take away your actual emotions. At the end of the day, he is still a human being. Yes, this might be surprising to you. Words are still going to hurt probably into now and forever. He does content, which means he has thicker skin than most people, but that doesn't mean he is devoid of all feelings. That's just not how any of this works. And even Max himself has talked about this in the past, saying that he most likely wouldn't care about what OJ was saying, but it just hurts more when it's somebody you actually like and somebody you feel like is supposed to be cool and you trust.
Nah, it's just a thing where like I do a lot of shit that I think make people mad, but I'm aware of this. Like, it's just part of who I am. But he's like, there was something that happened on stream where I got frustrated because like it's one thing for a random person to hate on me, but then if if it's somebody that is like feel like they're part of my community or they're a friend, or because I look at my fans as friends.
Right, like random people who cares, but when it's like somebody that you would take
so I'm not gonna lie.
I also are probably wondering, yo, Novely, why are you going so hard in this video? If you watch my other Plaqueboymax videos, it is well known that I fuck with Max, not just as a streamer, but just as a creator. I mess with his content, his TikToks, his music, all of that. So seeing people tear down this man who genuinely does try when it comes to reinventing stuff, when it comes to his streaming, reinventing stuff when it comes to his music, is mind-boggling to me, because they will also try to sit here and make up every excuse as to why he is in the wrong in order to fit their narrative. One big reason, and last thing I'm gonna touch on for the end of this video, is people saying that Max can't take a joke. OJ was obviously joking when he was talking to Max.
Yo, look, I'm gonna end it there because I really feel like there's not much else to say. If you label that as a joke, all I have to say to you, if that was really a joke, if that's really somebody you're close enough where you can make jokes like that, why could you not see the expression on his face? How his whole like vibe just changed like halfway through. If you can't pick up on that and be able to think and tell, oh snap, my friend is not happy with what I'm saying or doesn't feel comfortable. There's like 5 cameras on us right now. I should probably wait until later to make these kinds of jokes. That says more than you can probably imagine. Let's be so for real. Like, genuinely.